There's a person in your life right now who smiles at you every single day. They laugh at your jokes. They ask how you're doing. They seem completely harmless. And that's exactly what they want you to think. Because while you've been busy trusting them, they've been studying you, learning your weaknesses, memorizing your patterns, building a map of everything that makes you react, break, and bleed. Here's the truth. The most dangerous people you will ever meet in your life don't look dangerous. They never announce themselves. They never walk in with a warning. They walk in soft. They walk in warm. And by the time you realize what happened, you're already 3 moves behind. Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you won't just understand this. You'll be able to do it yourself. Not to hurt people, but so that nobody can ever get that far ahead of you again. Let's talk about what people actually respond to. Most people think power looks like aggression, loud voice, big presence, dominance. They think the person in the room who talks the most is the one running things. Wrong. Most people never see this. The person who controls the room is almost never the loudest one in it. They're the one who speaks last, who reacts least, who gives nothing away while everyone else is pouring themselves out on the table. Think about water. Water doesn't announce that it's going to flood. It doesn't threaten. It just moves. It finds every crack, every weakness. And when it finally gets through, there's nothing you can do to stop it. That is the energy we're talking about today. The philosophy is simple. When you appear harmless, people underestimate you. When people underestimate you, they drop their guard. When they drop their guard, that's when you see everything. Their real motive, their real character, their real game. And the most powerful thing you can do with that information is nothing. Not yet. Here's something most people get completely wrong. They think silence is weakness. They feel uncomfortable when a room goes quiet. So they fill it with words, with opinions, with reactions. Every emotion on their face, every thought out of their mouth, and every single time they do that, they give someone else power over them. Here's the truth. Your silence is one of the most powerful tools you will ever have. Because silence forces other people to fill the gap. And when people talk to fill silence, they tell you everything. They tell you what they're insecure about, what they want, what they're afraid of, what they're hiding. You don't have to interrogate anyone. You don't have to be clever. You just have to shut up and watch. If you've been through this, if you've ever had someone in your life who barely spoke, but somehow always knew everything, you know the feeling. There's something about that kind of person that makes you nervous, and you don't even know why. That is the effect we're building. When you stop reacting to everything, when you stop letting people see what hits you, you become unreadable. And an unreadable person is a person nobody can control. Now let me give you the full picture, because this goes deeper than just staying quiet. Staying dangerous while appearing harmless is a system. It's not one thing. It's how you move, how you talk, how you present yourself, and more importantly, what you choose not to show. Rule 1. Never show ambition directly. The moment people know what you want, they know how to use you. They know what to dangle in front of you. They know what to threaten you with. They know how to make you desperate. But when you're relaxed, when you act like you're fine either way, suddenly you're the one with all the options. You're the one they need to impress. You're the one they start chasing. They won't admit it. But people pursue what they can't read. The person who needs something is always at a disadvantage against the person who wants something but doesn't show it. Rule 2. Be warm without being open. This one is critical. A lot of people think staying dangerous means staying cold, being distant, making everyone feel like they can't approach you. That's not it. That's just loneliness wearing a mask. What you actually want is warmth without transparency. Be the kind of person who makes everyone feel comfortable, who's easy to talk to, easy to be around, while revealing almost nothing about yourself. Smile. Ask questions. Be interested. People love talking about themselves. Let them. The more they talk, the more you know. The more you know, the more power you carry. But your real opinions, your real plans, your real wounds, those stay locked. Those are for you. Rule 3. Never react in the moment. Here's the truth. Your emotional reactions are a map. Every time someone makes you angry and you show it, you've just handed them a weapon. Every time you get excited and you can't hide it, you've just shown them your price. Most people never see this. They think showing emotion is authenticity, and it can be. But in the wrong room, with the wrong people, at the wrong time, it's a liability. Train yourself to pause. Just 1 second. Before the reaction comes out, pause. Take it in, file it, and then decide, consciously, what you want to show. Not everything deserves your reaction, and the things that do, decide how much you give. Let me tell you about a type of person. You've met them. Maybe you didn't realize it at the time. They walk into a room and nobody thinks much of it. They're friendly, they're pleasant. They ask about your weekend. They remember your dog's name. They seem completely, totally, unremarkably normal. But here's what's happening underneath. They're watching everything. Who talks to who avoids who tries too hard, who checks their phone when tension rises, who laughs at the wrong moments, who needs approval from the group. By the time everyone else is on their third drink, this person has already built a complete psychological profile of every person in that room. And they've said almost nothing. 3 months later, when there's a conflict, somehow this person always ends up fine, always seems to land on their feet, always seems to know something everyone else doesn't. Is it luck? No, it's information, collected quietly, over time, while everyone else was performing. They won't admit it. But the most socially powerful people you've ever met didn't get there by being the loudest or the most charismatic. They got there by observing more than they spoke, by revealing less than they knew, by building trust without ever showing all their cards. This is the art. Now let me be honest with you about the traps. Because a lot of people hear about dark psychology, about power, about reading people, and they go about it completely wrong. They start acting cold, robotic, disconnected. They think that's what strength looks like. Wrong. That makes you suspicious, not powerful. It makes people avoid you, not respect you. The whole point of appearing harmless is that it's not an act of removal. It's an act of control. You're not taking warmth away. You're choosing what to do with it and when. The second trap. People try to use these tools on everyone. On their mother, on their best friend, on their partner. Stop. That's not power. That's paranoia. That's loneliness with ambition wrapped around it. These tools exist for protection. For the people who've already shown you they play games. For the rooms where the stakes are real. For the moments where you need to see clearly before you move. Know when to put the armor on, and know when to take it off. That distinction, that's what separates someone who's dangerous from someone who's just difficult. So how do you actually build this? It starts small, and it starts today. First, start watching more than you speak. In every conversation, in every meeting, in every social setting, give yourself a rule. For the first few minutes, you're only asking questions. You're only listening. Notice what people reveal when they feel heard. Second, when something bothers you, Don't react for 24 hours. This is hard. Your ego wants to fire back immediately. But the person who responds slowly, thoughtfully, and without emotion, that person controls the narrative. They control how the situation unfolds. Third, practice giving nothing away about what you want next. Keep your next move private. Stop announcing your goals to people who haven't proven they want you to win. Here's the truth. You don't need to tell people what you're building. Show them when it's done. And finally, maintain the warmth. Stay likable. Stay approachable. Be the person everyone feels comfortable around. Because the greatest cover in the world is being the person nobody suspects. Soft face, hard mind. That's the combination. Here's what nobody tells you. The world doesn't reward the loudest person. It doesn't reward the most emotional. It doesn't even reward the smartest. It rewards the most composed. The ones who've learned to feel everything and show only what's useful. The ones who walk into a room like they're just passing through, while seeing every single thing that's happening. If you've been through something, betrayal, manipulation, being counted out, and you're still standing, understand this. You didn't survive to go back to who you were. You survived to become something those people never saw coming. Most people will never understand this. They'll keep performing, keep reacting, keep handing power to people who were never loyal to them. But you're not most people. You've never been. So the only question left is this. If the most dangerous version of you has been sitting inside you this whole time, what were you waiting for?